What up, peeps?
What's up, y'all?
What is going down?
Or up.
Or up.
Or up. I know my energy level needs to go up. I'm tired, man. I woke up this morning because my son, in case you guys haven't heard of him or, or we've never talked about him before, his name is Chad
Is
Jr.
this podcast material?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's start the podcast and we'll let you know. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. I literally had nothing to crack.
She had no.
Wow.
Wow, that's interesting. Did you just crack them?
I must have and not realized it. Literally, it's nothing. If you're watching, you can see that I'm trying and nothing is happening. I must have just done it.
Do you want to pray?
Think about it.
That's not normal. Lord, we come to you with these knuckles.
With these knuckles. I cannot.
Not those kind of knuckles.
I cannot deal with you. What kind of knuckles? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm coming to you with the knuckles.
Do people say that? I'm coming to you with knuckles.
I don't know.
Get this knuckle sandwich.
This
knuckle sandwich. Hey, what you know about this knuckle?
Sandwich.
What you know about this knuckle sandwich?
Man, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. So shout out to everybody who doesn't
Yes.
like me cracking my knuckles anyway, because you didn't get to hear it.
Exactly. But they'll be back next week.
So lucky for you.
Because that's what we do.
Anyway, welcome, you guys. Welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, laughter, and knuckle cracking.
And knuckle cracking.
That's
I
right.
am one of your hosts, Gabriel, also known as Gabe.
And I'm the other host, Chad, also known as Babe.
Yeah.
So Jinx, Gabriel.
Oh, you can't jinx a sister.
But yeah, like I was saying.
So Babe started.
I started. Yeah. If you're watching, you saw me start.
Yeah.
But if you're not watching, you're listening, then you didn't hear me.
I feel like you are off of the camera.
That's because you moved the whole camera, Shadow.
Well, I felt like it was off of me.
You're so cute.
Yeah. Come closer.
So she moves it off of me to put it on her. Okay, all right.
And not just okay.
All right.
It's Friday, you guys.
It's Friday.
Let's talk about the fact that we have been struggling this week. And we normally film this on Tuesday. It normally goes up on Thursday. Today, it's a whole Friday.
It's a piece of Friday.
And y'all just now getting a podcast. And I don't know if y'all going to get it today. It may be Saturday when this mug goes up.
We'll see.
We'll see how we feel.
But you're going to get it this week, though.
Anyway.
So like I was mentioning that I'm tired. I need my energy levels to go up because I'm tired today because my son, he is a wild, crazy animal when he sleeps.
Yes.
First of all, so you get in the bed and he's next to you and then you feel him snuggle right up on you. Like literally like somehow like his entire body is touching my entire body. It's the cutest thing, but then it's also like, bro, funny. I got to move. I need to be able to like breathe.
Yeah.
And he'll just be all up on you and he'll giggle when you say, really, Chad?
It's funny because Reagan does the same thing.
They do.
Like literally, she takes up 3/4 of the bed.
It's hilarious.
And I have like this little slither of space right on the edge. You know what? It's so funny to me that we have never switched.
I know.
Or that we have never put the kids in the bed by themselves together. And we slept in the bed. So it's been almost 6 whole weeks that I have not slept in the bed next to my freaking husband, okay? Except for that last weekend because we had an Airbnb. But we all slept in the bed together.
The only night was the one
We had one night where it was just the two of us. But that is ridiculous. And if you are just now... If this is your first time listening to us and you have no idea why we're sleeping with our kids, no, we are not co-sleeping. Like, that's not what we do, but we've been displaced. We had a small house fire. We've been in a hotel for like 5-6 weeks. It's ridiculous. So now you're caught up to speed. But
hence why we've been sleeping.
Hence why which it still doesn't make sense.
We
have a whole nother room that we could have just
I think that
slept in the other room.
Our kids just
they just want to be where we are.
Took advantage of it and we let them. So
and I cannot wait to get in this good house so they can get in their own bed in their own room and I can have my space back.
That's right. She just wanted her husband back.
Well, that too. Yes, I do. Absolutely.
I get it.
Speaking of, we were supposed to be back in the house. Like right now, we were supposed to be in the house.
Right this moment today, we should have been checking out of the hotel. Everything in the house, we've been unpacked and just
living,
moving
like
it'd be like moving into a new house because everything's packed up.
Everything's packed up. Everything got repainted. The house looks amazing. I mean, the new paint.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it just looks amazing.
It's
we went with a lighter gray, so
it looks so
it's
clean
brighter.
and
It looks
crisp.
clean.
Oh my goodness.
All of our things were off white. or like a cream. It wasn't even off-white. It was like cream. So like now everything is white. The trims,
was it
the
cream
ceiling.
on the inside and cream on the outside?
You know what? Excuse me.
Was the ice cream paint job?
Hey, I can't deal with you. What was I saying? So now we went with like an extra white. Yeah. So like everything is so much brighter. So the trim and the ceiling and
the ceiling too.
Oh my goodness! It just feels like a whole new house.
Man.
And now I'm just like, we also had our bathrooms painted. So looking at the bathrooms now, I'm like, oh, we got to remodel these joints because the tubs are also cream.
It's so interesting because they painted the side of the kids' bathroom.
It had like trim,
a white trim around it, which I didn't even know, honestly, until they painted it, and all of a sudden the tub looks
extra dingy.
It looks, even though it's clean, it looks dingy.
Yeah,
because it's not white; it's off white.
Mm-hmm.
So
we definitely gotta.
So there'll be some remodeling in both.
Remodel the bathrooms.
You know, both bathrooms. Our master, our bathroom will be first.
Which is what we wanted to do anyway. Anyways, like the kids' bathroom, the shower curtain covers it, so you don't see the tub.
Yeah, and I think eventually for us, if we do something in theirs, it'll probably be obviously the cabinets.
Yeah.
And clean that, make those, maybe paint them or just get new ones, and new counter there. And then if we do another tub, it would be like a deeper tub, I think.
Yeah, probably just like a deeper.
Because it's like a standard tub, and they're not very deep if you think about it,
No, they're not.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, but we're not back in there.
We're not. It's a strange turn of events. I don't even know if we want to tell you all the things that have happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about it, but
yeah, it just
there were delays.
There were delays, very unexpected, and like just the craziest of delays.
Like you'd never be able to even guess
you wouldn't
that
guess.
What happened. So,
and if you guessed and you were right, you wouldn't believe that you were right.
You were right, yeah. So it pushed back our carpet installation
till today.
Yes,
they're finishing it now, and then they're going to be cleaning again. So like because after you paint, obviously when you paint the entire house, there's going to be paint dust.
Yeah.
So they're coming back today. The same cleaners are going to clean the entire house top to bottom, clean the carpets. Anything, all the carpets, just again, even the new ones, just to make sure that they're nice and clean and fresh. And then
Then they bring our stuff back Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday. Right now, Tuesday, they're supposed to bring all of our stuff back along with our textiles. They brought back some of our textiles yesterday. And then Tuesday, so then we should hopefully be able to check out of the hotel Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And be back in our house. Which it'll be so weird being back in the house, but it'll be awesome.
It'll be amazing.
But then we're just going to have to go box by box and just,
You
gotta go potty. Okay, we're back, but I don't even remember what we were saying. What were we saying? Do you remember?
I don't fully remember.
But well, let's cue the music.
I don't even ready. See? Because I try to remember what we were saying.
I know. Now I'm like, what were we talking about?
See? Look. Not even ready.
I don't even remember.
Yes, baby. No more fire in the house.
No more fire in the house.
The dance was on point today.
Man, it was on point. If you ain't watching, you got to come and watch.
I don't care what anybody says.
You gotta pause it and go watch so you can see the dance because we was on it.
I was on it today.
We were in.
She was always on it. Yeah. So bye if you didn't watch it.
I can't deal with you. I don't remember what we were saying, but you guys, it's just been so crazy. I will say that this whole situation has made me reconsider selling. Yes. I was like, Lord, are you trying to tell us that we need to sell our house?
Yeah, maybe that means we're supposed to sell.
What is happening here?
I don't know. But yeah,
oh my goodness. It's the craziest thing.
It's the craziest thing. So yeah, I don't know. So don't be surprised if we start looking at houses. If you hear us looking at houses, because we don't know.
I don't. Like, it's so interesting. I was like talking to my friends about it and telling them about it, and they were like, well, I mean, you could just be looking again. But here's the thing that I have settled in my mind. I don't want to sell my house to just buy another house. Like, I want to build
we both
my forever home. So it's like, if I'm not ready to do that yet and spend that money to build this home, then I don't want to just sell my house to be in somebody else's house. Like, I mean, but it's a great time to sell.
Yeah, right now,
our neighbors are like putting their house on the market for the weekend.
Just because they think it'll sell?
Yeah, like, and at this point, they can get a great value.
Like, as of right now, our house... Just a little estimate that our lenders send us every month or so. Literally, our value of our house is about $80,000 more than what we paid. Probably $100,000 plus more than we owe.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even include all that stuff. So potentially, we could make a really pretty penny on our house, and throw that towards buying or building a brand new house, and probably I mean, so that's the thing. It's like, do we want to do that? Like, I don't know. We'll pray about it. We'll talk about it. We'll consult others about it. We just don't know. This was not expected.
It was unexpected, and I just don't know. Yeah, it's hard to talk about it without telling you what happened. But I don't want to. I don't know how I feel about that.
We're still processing. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll keep you updated. Maybe one day we'll tell you what happened.
One day.
But yeah, we're gonna get back in there. And then it's like
on our retirement episode.
Our retirement episode. Our whole house has been repainted, all new carpet. It's already packed up. It's like the perfect time to. I mean, aside from the basement. The basement is a hot, trashy mess, but. Oh, yes.
It's a hot, trashy mess.
It is.
It's a hot, trash dumpster fire.
It is a dumpster fire. I love my home, though, so I'm going to go up in there, and it's just going to be like brand new, okay? Yeah.
But, yeah.
So.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just interesting, y'all. But before we
go any further,
let's go ahead and jump into our first sponsor, a new sponsor we've never talked to you about. And their name is Hydrant, Hydrant, Hydrant. So if you guys know us, you know that drinking water is something that we try to do plenty of because, it's, drinking enough water is critical for your healthy lifestyle. Increases your brain power, boosts your productivity, prevents headaches, and increases your focus. It improves your skin and mood. It helps your digestion and gives you energy. It prevents bad breath. See, look, you get stinky breath because you ain't drinking enough water. See, and it can even help you lose weight. Ain't that the truth? So Hydrant has created a refreshing electrolyte powder that you mix directly into water to more efficiently and effectively hydrate your body. It hydrates you quickly and keeps you going for longer. Each rapid hydration mix has the 4 essential electrolytes your body needs: sodium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. And it packs a punch to help your body hydrate fast and stay hydrated. And Hydrant is backed by research. The formula is developed by an Oxford scientist. Made with real fruit juice powder, it's delicious and refreshing and comes in a variety of flavors, including new keto-friendly lemonade and pink grapefruit with no added sugar, only 2 grams of carbs. So the orange mango is one that I'm excited to try. I haven't tried it yet. I'm excited to try it because the flavor sounds amazing.
It sounds good.
It sounds really good, but they do have a lot of different flavors, and so we have all of them, so we're going to check out all of those. Hydrant just introduced a new immunity line available in either lemon ginger or hot apple cider. Well, that's right there. Apple cider. We want to try it.
Yeah.
So there's 1,000+ milligrams of vitamin C plus B6, B12, and D, essential vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes with ginger and zinc. Strengthen your routine no matter the season. It's total immune support. So that's pretty awesome. Plus, it's backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love it, send it back for a full refund. You really need to try it for yourself. Hydrant starts at just $1 a packet for a 30-day supply. Save even more with a monthly subscription. So the special offer for you guys that are watching or listening, you can actually save 25% off your first order. Go to drinkhydrant.com/LMO or enter our promo code LMO at checkout. That's drink, drinkhydrant.com/LMO and enter promo code LMO for 25% off your first order. Drinkhydrant.com/LMO and enter promo code LMO to save 25%. And we thank them for sponsoring this podcast. Again, Hydrant, where water meets wellness. So check them out, y'all.
Yeah. Check them out.
Check them out. Check them out. Check them out.
All right, let's get into some of these questions.
Yes.
Questions. Oh, before we get into that, can we just talk about how important it is that you get out and vote? I just want to throw that out there, that y'all all need to be at the polls in November, okay?
Yes, because you know what? I noticed something that is a very crazy thing to notice.
What?
That, like, and this was just a, I don't really care about like Instagram likes or stuff like that. It's not everything. But I noticed that my post I did about voting got significantly less likes. And so it's interesting because then I started doing some research on other, posts that people have done about voting, and their likes were significantly less.
That is really interesting.
So there's a few different things. One, are you taking the time to read the message of the person that you're following? Like, what is the message there? Or is there some kind of like algorithm thing?
That's I mean, did you have like voting in the hashtags or anything like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just interesting because I'm like, you know what? This is probably, I would say the two top things right now would be, Black Lives Matter and voting. And
I'm gonna have to share that picture.
And it's just interesting that it seems like those two hashtags, are not getting the attention that they deserve. Because, I mean, voting right now, y'all.
If you watch that debate, honey.
If you watch that debate, here's my thing.
You still don't feel like voting is important?
Yeah. I mean, y'all know which side we voting on.
We're not Republicans.
Yeah. We're voting. I mean, we'll just put it, we're voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And it's not even about, for us, I mean, we are Democrats, but it's not even about this election
voting
for us.
For the party.
It's not about voting for the party.
Yeah.
It's about voting for who we think is the better person. Not perfect person.
Right.
The better person.
Definitely not perfect.
So,
it's rough in these streets.
It's rough in these streets, and just you have to just think about your vote is very, very important. And nobody can tell you how to vote or who you should vote for, and that's not the point. The point is just to say you cannot. November 4th comes, you cannot complain.
Yeah.
If you didn't go out there and you didn't vote, or you didn't
exercise your right to vote,
yes, then your complaints are going to fall on probably deaf ears because you could have helped.
Yeah.
Or you could have done something to affect change, and that's so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it's just I mean that, and I don't really care for politics. I don't like to talk about them. I don't really care about it. I normally
politics are annoying.
I'm not a fan of like watching debates and stuff. But I actually sat and watched the debate with Babe, and I was just dumbfounded. Like, literally, this is what we got to work with here. Like, literally, come on, America. Like, I just think I was at a loss for words. I was like, wow. So I'm very interested to see how the vice presidential debates will go, and how the follow-on presidential debates will go.
If the next one happens, because
because now homeboy got COVID.
Got COVID, so
Lord, it's just a lot going on. It's so much going on, y'all. It's crazy. 2020 has been just a whirlwind.
Yeah, just get out. Just if you're on the fence, do your research. Yeah. Don't listen to outside noise. Just look at the facts for yourself.
Yeah, that's great advice.
You don't, because the outside noise, you're going to get someone that's for somebody, and you're going to get somebody that's not for somebody. Just block that out, and then go and just listen to clips of both candidates.
Yeah.
Listen to what both candidates are saying they're going to do. Make your decision off of that.
Yeah.
Because, because I'm saying for me, an informed decision is an informed decision. Okay, let me say that better. So, an informed decision that you've done the research on. So you informed yourself of what your decision. Like, here's how I came to my decision.
Yeah.
Is better than being informed by others to make your decision.
Yeah.
Because And we all know somebody like that. I know I got people like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
In my family that don't do any research, but they're just going to vote the way somebody else is voting. And I'm like, you should just do the research yourself.
I mean, I've done that before.
Me too.
I don't care for politics. Like, I don't think until I got older, like when I first started voting, I was just going off of, voting how I saw my mama vote. Honestly, I guess this is what we do. So,
no, it's true.
As I've gotten older, I've had to you should probably actually research and know who you're voting for and what they stand for and all of those things. So we've all been there.
And in 2020, it's very easy to research the candidates.
Yeah. Oh, at this point, there's no, it's information everywhere.
Information overload. You should be able to watch a few videos of each candidate and be like, okay, which one do I like? If you haven't been paying attention for the last 4 years.
And which one is going to be the best fit for the country as a whole.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes.
That was a slight tangent, but I wanted to make sure that we put that out there. Yeah.
Yes.
Not telling you who to vote for, just vote.
We're telling you who we're voting for, and we're telling you that it's just important to get out there and vote.
So, all right, now we're going to get into these questions.
Yes. Which question do you want?
Give me page 210.
210, where you been?
Did you get my message?
I'm gonna do my finger. Tell me to stop.
I said stop.
I wanted to sing the whole song though.
Oh, I was like, that was the slowest. He was like,
would you rather be sick at home for a week or in the hospital for 2 days? What?
Hold on.
Reagan, go get some tissue, baby. Stop.
Okay, so would I rather be sick at home for a week
or in the hospital for 2 days?
Well, I'd rather be neither, but I mean, I'd rather be at home because then I'm not racking up unnecessary hospital bills because they are outrageous. Even when you have insurance, they're outrageous.
It's crazy.
Our healthcare system, that's a whole nother topic. No.
It's just broken.
I'm not ever a fan of
it's been broken for
being in a hospital.
Probably as long as we've been living.
I've stayed in a hospital for a couple of days. I've had 2 children, and it's just, it's not fun. Hospital stays are not fun.
No, exactly. I mean, especially when you're in there, if you're in the hospital because you're sick, you're not able to do things, get out, do it. I mean, you're in the hospital, so it's
no thanks.
No thanks. And then especially,
Yeah. I don't know who would pick that they'd rather be in the hospital.
Yeah.
You gonna give me a number?
Let's go with
you gonna give
202.
me a number 202.
Stop.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer.
Can we get a better question?
Okay, go ahead and get a better one. Stop.
Who cares? What cares do you wish to drop? What cares do you wish to drop? That's an interesting question. Things you'd just rather not.
I think what cares I wish I could drop was I don't know if these are cares. Mm-hmm. I guess they could be. Me caring about if we have something that we if I dream of doing or I have a goal or something that I want to make, and then I let these cares or these feelings of fear of failing, caring about failing when Michael Jordan, I just saw on Instagram today, he talked about he missed over 9,000 shots. He lost over 3,000 games. But he said that the reason he succeeded is because he failed so many times over and over and over.
That's smart, yeah.
And big CEOs talk about it, they talk about they failed over and over and over, and now they're, successful CEOs of really large organizations because they failed.
Yeah.
So just not caring about failing. Your goal is to never fail.
But it happens.
But it happens.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to launch a company, you're trying to launch a product, or you're trying to write a book, or you're trying to, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just go for it and don't care about the what ifs.
That's true, because what if is a what if. It can go either way.
Exactly. It can go.
You never know which way it's going to go.
Be a good what if or a bad what if.
Yeah.
But if you just sit there and think about that and you care about that more than you care about
doing
it. So I want to release those cares.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. It's always that fear of failure. Oh my goodness. Especially, like, if you do it publicly. Like,
yeah. But here's the thing. You're failing if you don't do it already.
Right.
If you wanted to do it.
You've already failed yourself by not even trying.
Exactly. You've already failed. So
that's a good point.
Yeah. So that would be it.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay.
I think we should do more questions.
Okay. What more questions you want, Shouty?
Give me something good. I need something good. I'm so over this book. This is the only book that we had in the hotel. So I'm really ready to, like, switch books out. But, what is this red sections? We've never done these red sections. Ooh, we should do, like, rapid fire style. Ask, like, all the red questions.
Okay. If you could choose, would you live your child over again?
Would I live my
childhood over again?
No.
Have grown up in a different decade or era?
No. Even though it might have been fun to grow up in the 70s. But, no.
Have been a more competitive kid?
No.
Have learned more in the classroom of life than in school?
I think I did a pretty good job at that.
Have been a leader or a follower?
Leader. I don't really understand. Am I choosing one, or is this a would you rather? Like, I'm so confused.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I guess it is if you could choose.
Yeah. Take back. You okay? Take back something you did. If so, what?
Yeah, I'm sure there are multiple things that I would take back that I've done.
If you don't know though, which one?
I mean, it's too many.
Have been nicer to your parents?
I think I've been pretty nice.
Have changed your appearance?
Oh, sure, yeah. Especially when I was younger.
With the straight Jerry curl.
Why you gotta talk about my straight curl, though? Apparently, I was not alone. There was a couple people that said they had a straight curl.
Have made more friends?
Mm-mm.
Have had more belongings?
No, I don't need nothing else.
Okay.
I don't feel like that was a choose, though. That was weird. Because it wasn't like a this or that.
Well, yeah, I can't make it up. I can't make it be something.
Where's another red section? Let me find another red section for you. Okay, so these are cool. What is your favorite love story?
Titanic.
You were supposed to say Us.
Oh, well, I thought you meant like a movie. But my favorite, I mean, obviously.
The story of Us is your favorite love story, okay?
So my favorite movie until we make our movie is Titanic. But no, our favorite love story in general is obviously Gabriel and I.
Favorite first date story? Us again.
Us again.
Blind date story?
I don't have a blind date story.
Love song and the lyrics in the song you like best? What?
Let me love you down.
Oh, that's your jam. That is Babe's jam. Ready for the world.
Ready for the world.
Man.
Yep.
Type of kiss.
Can I say that on air? I don't know if I can say that on air.
Kisses down low. No.
Yeah. From under kiss? I don't know.
From under
yeah,
kiss.
Yeah, kisses down low. But no, yeah,
you.
Absolutely.
Kind of date.
Like, I mean, just if it's my favorite date, it would be like a
movie.
Dinner and a movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. Indecent proposal.
I mean, indecent proposal? I mean,
I feel like that kind of explains it all, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can. Yeah,
it's indecent.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny.
Let's try this tonight.
Oh, this one's fun. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather fail in business and be bankrupt, or fail in marriage and be divorced?
Fail in business.
Yeah. Deliver pizzas or babies?
Deliver pizzas or babies? I mean, babies.
Yeah. I would rather deliver babies too. I am so fascinated by.
Yeah, to be a doctor that delivered, you know, like that.
An OB, like
that'd be dope.
That would be awesome.
That's a big thing. Yeah. Lots of responsibility.
Take care of animals or people? Ooh.
For me, part of me says animals, part of me says people, because I love animals too. Like, I think I've always thought it'd be like working at a at a zoo, or like, you know, but probably people.
Yeah.
Probably people. Probably.
I'd say animals.
Yeah, probably people. I would say that's tough though, because I mean, animals are dope. I've always really been fascinated with like sea life.
Yeah.
So like, you know, working at like a marine biologist or something like that would be really cool. You know,
that's
like
good, yeah.
You know, working with like dolphins and whales and things like that. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when I think of it, I automatically go to animals, because it's like, I think of like nursing or, taking care of like sick people. I don't know that I'm cut out for that. Like,
yeah, that would be the hard part of if you're dealing with people, is because you're dealing with also, the negative sides of people,
Yeah.
Losing their lives and stuff like that.
Work for FBI or NASA?
NASA.
FBI.
I had a chance. I actually had a job lined up with the FBI.
You should have taken it.
Nah. No, because the pay wasn't right.
Oh, no. I feel like it'd be fun.
Yeah, the pay wasn't right. Yeah. In order for me to get to what I wanted to do,
you had
to start at a lower pay, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I would have took like a gigantic pay cut. It just wouldn't have been worth it.
It wouldn't have been worth it.
And we wouldn't have met because I wouldn't have been.
Well, good looking
exactly.
out. Good looking out. Be a dentist or a dress designer?
A dress designer. I'm not trying to be in nobody's mouth, okay? I'm about to.
Dentist, I have a love for dentists because you have got to be a special type of person to be in the inside of somebody's mouth all day. Like, I
respect you.
Could not do it.
I respect the war that you deal with every day, but I'm not interested.
Do it. Yeah, no, thank you. And I can't even. Sitting at the dentist and listening to the sound of the drill is the most anxiety-inducing thing I've ever experienced in my life. That's like, so the drill just makes me nervous. It's like I'm on edge waiting for it to, like, hurt or for them to, like, nick me or something. Maybe it's just me, but I be tensed up so bad. Like, being able to hear it is just, I can't stand it. I literally cannot stand it. Oh, man, I just lost the whole page. Oh, okay. Anyway, be a cartoonist or a sports columnist?
Cartoonist.
Yeah. Really? I just knew you would say sports columnist.
Here's my thing about sports column. I mean, here's my thing. I've always loved to draw, so that's something I want to do. I want to do more of.
That's true.
So I used to draw a lot. I used to draw a lot of like comic book characters, like Wolverine and Superman were like my two ones that I always drew, and Black Panther, and then what was the other one? Gambit from X-Men.
I was like, who was Gambit?
Gambit, he's the one that threw playing cards.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So so those are like my four favorite to try to draw, and I only drew, really only tried to draw them. That was the funny part. Even when I was in the hospital as a kid, Mom would go down to the gift store and would buy me decks of cards that were all like, Marvel characters.
Oh, really?
Or DC characters.
That's cool.
And then I would try to draw them.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, but so basically, cartoonist would be my. Okay. I think that would be fun.
Work hard to gain what you want, or have it given to you.
Work hard.
Daily shouting.
Yeah, because it's just something about the hard work, man. Something about doing something, and then getting it done, and just that sense of accomplishment is just, it's nothing like it.
You can't replace that.
You can't. Yeah, because you nobody can hold over your head that they did it. Like it's you.
That's
like no.
True.
Like what
Yeah. Be a police officer or a firefighter.
Firefighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Do you remember when I wanted to be a police officer? I legit wanted to be a police officer.
Well, your mom was a police officer.
My mom was a police officer growing up. So I really thought about it. Like,
yeah, it makes sense.
I should be a police officer. Yeah.
Because you saw that, right? So for me, a firefighter,
you can have that.
I always liked, as a kid, I wanted to slide down the pole, and then as a...
You do realize there's a lot more to firefighting than sliding down the pole.
As a kid, though, that was what was cool about it, right? But then growing up, just the, I thought hanging out with the guys, working 24-hour shift, hanging out with the guys at the firehouse.
That sounded fun?
Yeah, absolutely. Like just hanging out with the guys, just, working out with the crew, playing video games. And then you get to go out and, save people's lives.
No, that risk is way too great for me. I mean, when you look at the risk with police officers, too, it's a risk either way.
There's a risk in any job like that. But, so I would say for me, definitely.
Interesting.
Firefighter.
A librarian or a chemist?
I do love my leather-bound books, the smell of rich mahogany. But, maybe a chemist, because then maybe you can create something that helps people. I don't know. Librarian. I like books, but I'll just go to Barnes and Noble.
Librarian always seems like a boring.
It just seems boring.
It does.
Like So for me, I think that, yeah.
But I guess if you really love books, then maybe you enjoy that.
Yeah, maybe so.
Work outdoors with your hands or indoors at a desk job?
It's interesting. I used to work outdoors with my hands a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I thought I wanted to work indoors.
And then you got indoors.
And then I got indoors. I'm like, I want to work outdoors more. Because, like, yeah, it's just something about being outside and being in nature, being in that, I really believe has healing benefits to it. I think that, like, you like getting out in the sun, getting out in nature, getting fresh air. I just
a different way to look at it. Yeah.
I truly believe that there is, like, benefits to that, whether it's your mood boosting or
that's true.
Obviously the sun's good for you, not too much sun, but the sun is good, vitamin D.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that I would love to find a way to get back outside more and
you can work outside at your own desk. How about that?
Well, that too, but also working with my hands means like
doing things.
Building things. So I have a few projects that I want to do and try to build, and because I used to do that when I was overseas, so I used to build stuff. So I don't know. It would be kind of
That's a tough. I don't want to work inside of nobody's desk. As long as it's my desk and I'm controlling what's happening, I'm there.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I'm definitely not working outside. I'm not cut out for that.
You're so cute.
Receive daily encouragement from your boss or a 5% raise. Give me the money. I don't need the encouragement.
I would say the encouragement.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah, well, that one too, but also remember, money doesn't make you happy.
It's true.
Money is not.
But I want the money.
No, don't get me wrong. Money's good, but if you get the encouragement for your boss, then that must mean that you're doing a good job, and that could turn into more money and higher positions at a later point in time. It's about longevity and future projections.
Okay.
Versus a quick 5% increase right now, but your boss never says jack squat to you. You don't even know who you are.
Well, I think it depends on the person. I'm okay with that. I don't need you to give me praise. Like, words of affirmation is very low on my love language. So
true.
That is interesting. Yeah. Which one would you rather? Any of these. We'd love to hear your answers.
Yes.
Work for a pleasant boss or for yourself? I think we know the answer to that.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to work for nobody.
Yourself.
Work at a job that was challenging or one that was easy?
It's got to be challenging.
Yeah.
Easy is good for the first maybe 6 months to a year. And then after that, you're bored.
Yeah, that's true. Would you rather be a farmer or a politician?
I would say probably say politician.
You used to want to be a politician. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you still have aspirations of that?
Not on a national level.
Yeah.
It would be local.
Local level.
Because I think that you see the true nature of the majority of the politicians that are in the Senate or the House. You see how they vote towards things. And when you vote on party lines every time, I'm sorry, but there's no way that you are taking care of your constituents if that's what you're doing. Because I guarantee you that they're not expecting you just to vote red or to vote blue because you're red or blue. It's it's literally like, it's just ridiculous. And so I just couldn't play that game. I couldn't be the guy that's for one party but only votes that way, even if I think the other party has a good idea. It's about the American people, not about your side.
Party lines.
Party lines, and that's the crap. There's no partisanship. There's no bipartisanship. It's all about, I'm red, so I'm gonna stay that way.
Yeah.
You're blue, so you're the enemy. It's like literally like you're the enemy.
Yeah.
And if you cross the line and agree with the other side, then you're like the bad guy. But no, you're not. You're not supposed to be taking care of each other. Oops, sorry. You're not supposed to be taking care of each other. You're supposed to be taking care of the people that elected you.
Right.
So yeah, we go all day on this.
Okay.
So
right up his alley. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a higher paying job and travel 50% of the time, or an average paying job with no travel.
If I can travel with my family,
give me all the travel.
Well, then we can travel. But if I can't travel with my family, then stay at home.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, would you rather be highly educated or highly successful?
Successful.
Yeah.
I just want to be successful.
Last one. Would you rather play more or accomplish more?
I mean, that's a tricky question.
It is.
Because play more. If I've gotten done what I need to get done, then I can play.
Right. Work hard, play hard.
But like, what am I trying? I don't know. That's for me.
It's a weird.
I'm gonna say play more because that means loving life to the fullest, having fun, playing.
That's true.
Being a big kid.
Yeah, like, if you waste all your time or spend all your time accomplishing things and not really living the life or
what's the point?
Enjoying the fruits of your labor, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I liked that one. I liked the Would You Rather. That was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we get into our Ask Gabe and Babe, we want to tell you about our next sponsor.
That's right, y'all. So we're gonna tell you about Magic Spoon. We've actually talked to you about them before. Mm-hmm. So if you like cereal, raise your hand. Yeah.
Me.
Or put a little hand raise in the emoji or whatever. But yeah, so cereal is just something that we love in our house. Mm-hmm. And Magic Spoon comes in to, be able to give you a cereal that, you can eat and not feel bad about eating. So if you're trying to, cut down, carbs, sugar, unhealthy food, then, you're probably like, man, I can't eat any cereal. Like, because lies. Magic Spoon. So cool stuff about them. They actually have 4 different flavors: cocoa, fruity, frosted, and blueberry. 0 sugars. 11 grams of protein. It's pretty crazy. And 3 net grams of carbs in each serving. So that's crazy low.
Great.
It tastes amazing. Honestly, too good to be true. Not what you're expecting. You're thinking it's not gonna be good.
It's actually really good.
Take a bite and you're like, okay, I can eat this. It's keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, and GMO free. I would say my favorite flavor is probably the fruity.
Mine too.
Yeah, I think it's probably. I mean, the other ones are good, but
that
fruity just gives you all these good flavors. It's pretty awesome. So we want you to go and actually check out magicspoon.com/LMO to grab a variety pack and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code LMO at checkout to get free shipping. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So that's magicspoon.com/LMO and use the code LMO for free shipping. And we just want to thank Magic Spoon for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah.
And we want you to check them out. Yes.
Check them out.
Check them out.
Okay. So, we'll do a quick Ask Gabe and Babe.
Yes, quick Ask Gabe and Babe.
Okay. So, this is from Anonymous. Hey, Anonymous.
What up, Anonymous? We have a lot of names that are anonymous. It's so cool.
It's not something, it's everything. I am currently back and forth about needing a break from my marriage. To start from the beginning, we have been together for 13 years and married for 4 years. We hit a bit of a rough patch after the birth of our first child 2 years ago. The transition into being a parent was a jarring experience for me, and I went through a period of not feeling like myself, needing to figure out what the new me as a mother would look like. We discovered a few major issues that we needed to work through and figured out towards the end of last year. Right as I felt we were starting to make a bit of an upward movement, my mother passed away very suddenly. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
With her not only being my mother, but also being the only occasional help I got with my daughter, this was a major blow to my life. If it wasn't enough, this happened right before we entered the overall craziness of 2020. Quarantine started right before the therapy appointment I had scheduled after months of trying to find a therapist I felt comfortable with. I rejected virtual therapy at first, but once I finally came around to it, our schedules no longer aligned, so now I'm back to square one. I feel like it is almost impossible for me to work on my marriage in my current mental and emotional state, and it seems that every time I try to take a step to improve my situation, I get knocked down. Although we both have things we need to work on, I feel like it's unfair to confront my husband about things that I perceive to be his issues when I don't feel like I am currently giving full effort on my end. I feel like I need to take a break. Overall, I just feel like my general life situation is making it impossible for me to see my marriage for what it really is. I'm to the point where I feel like I need to step away to work on myself as a woman and mother and free myself from the responsibility of being a wife because I don't feel like I can be a good one. I fall asleep most nights feeling like I am failing at being a wife, and it is taking a toll on me. I am fully aware that this could result in him moving on completely because that could be his choice, but I feel stuck, and I don't think where I am is fair to him. Signed, Anonymous.
Okay.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending it in.
Yes, it absolutely. Again, sorry to hear about your mother.
Yes.
I mean,
so after reading that, my first question is, are your thoughts of not being a good wife and not being enough are valid? So I don't want to seem like I am invalidating them, but I also wonder if this is something that you two have talked about and he has verbally told you that you're not doing, or is it an eternal feeling?
Yeah, is it?
Because a lot of times we can, think that people are feeling one way or thinking one way when really it's just us. So my question would be like, is that something you guys have actually talked about? Or do you just feel that way? Because I wouldn't just take a break if he doesn't feel like you're being a good wife. Does that make sense? You see what I'm trying to say?
No, absolutely. I think that you can't. The worst thing that someone can do in any situation is assume they know what someone else thinks or how someone else feels. So if you don't know how he feels, then this could, like Gabriel said, this could be just an internal struggle you're having with yourself. You feel inadequate. Your self-esteem is low, or maybe your self-image is hurt right now, and so you're taking that and you're catastrophizing it and making it into everybody feels this way. So if you've never said, hey, how do you think I'm doing?
Yeah.
I mean, you're my husband. I want you to think I'm doing good, but how do you feel I'm doing? And he confirms that, well, then you know that, you know what, I've got to work on myself, but I also need to figure out how I can, maybe do better so he doesn't feel that way. But if he says, no, you're doing great, you're doing amazing, then that's an internal issue that you're dealing with. And it's valid to deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we all beat ourselves up.
We are our worst critics sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, you got to determine who it's coming from. Is it coming from, is it coming just from from you, or is it coming from, from your husband?
Right. And then also you mentioned like you feel like it's unfair to him for you to have to like work through your issues and get back to where you want to be, but also you have to look at it as like, this is your husband. Y'all have been together for a significant amount of years, and with marriage it's, for, better or worse. Like, so as your husband, I think that you may be discounting him by, like, oh, this is unfair for you. I got so much stuff I need to work through. But as your husband, I feel like he should be the one that's there helping you work through it. Like, it should be something where where he can come alongside you and be with you through this journey, because it's like, marriage is eternal. Like, it's not eternal, but marriage should be forever. It's not a thing where, man, I'm going through this depression and I just can't be married right now. And let me come back to you once I get myself right. Like, that's not really how it works. So I think
how it shouldn't work.
It shouldn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there needs to be a separation. Like, that's a whole different thing. But I do feel like maybe giving him the opportunity to be there for you while you're going through this could be beneficial. So you don't feel like it's all on you. Like, he should be your helpmate. So I don't know. Like, and you said that you guys had kind of went through a rough patch, but then you were getting better. So I think that personally, I would keep searching for a therapist, keep searching for someone to talk to, because you definitely need that. But I wouldn't sacrifice your marriage for the sake of getting better, because I do think that you can work on the two at the same time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think I just enjoyed watching her talk, her lips, side face and lips, and so good. But no, I think this. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that you shouldn't try to deal with how you're feeling by yourself. And you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
So you should be able to take it to your husband and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm dealing with. This is just, I don't know why I really feel this way. Maybe you do know why you feel, but just let him know that I need you. I need you to be there for, I need you to, can you help support me? Can we, we work on this together? I need you. And that should be something he's, jumping to do. Like, that's that's the thing about marriage, is that you shouldn't have to turn. Your first instinct shouldn't be to turn somebody outside of your marriage for help.
Yeah.
You should, if you should be able to work together first, right? And then, and then if you need help outside of that, obviously get it. But you have someone right there. And so you definitely, I think that you are, you're taking too much on yourself. You're thinking that you have to be perfect. You have to fix yourself. You have to fix these issues all by yourself so that your husband can, get the wife that he deserves. Well, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works. It's almost like saying I need a break from my kid to become a better parent. No, like you can't do that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You are a good mother. You are a good wife. You're just dealing with stuff right now, and everybody does.
Yeah.
But if your husband, is the husband that that it's your ride or die, right? I mean, it should be
right.
And if he is that person to you, then you should be able to go to him and say, "Look, I'm not at my best right now.
I need your help.
I need your help. I want to be my best, but I need your help because you deserve that. The kids deserve it, and more importantly, you deserve that.
You deserve it.
You deserve to be the best version of you."
Absolutely. And it was kind of confusing because you were like, your mom was the only type of outside help you got with. You were saying, like, in addition to your husband, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't reading that like he's not helping at all with the baby. That's a whole nother thing. But it was weird, like the way that read. I'm like, well, is he not helping? Is he not there? And I mean, he could be, but he could not be. Maybe I'm just reading that the wrong way. But yeah, so it seems like maybe you're putting a lot of your thoughts about yourself. You're projecting them onto him, and he might not necessarily feel that way. So I would say it is a conversation to definitely have about how does he feel about your wifely abilities, and however he feels, let him explain, or let him express that freely, but then tell him how you feel. And it's like, I want to be the best wife for you, but right now it's a struggle. So what can we do together to work through this? Because I don't advise you trying to do things separately in a marriage. Like, that, take advantage of being in that marriage and having someone there to help you. So
we always say that, like, just the people that choose to deal with things separately in a marriage, it's for me, it is adding to a disconnection that's possibly there already, or a disconnection that's gonna be there.
Yeah.
If you continue to face battles and do things on your own, like big things we're talking about, right? Like, then to me, it means the communication. For me, it just feels like the communication is not necessarily where it could be.
Yeah, and you risk like just creating a bigger wedge where it doesn't have to be. Yeah,
absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
So hopefully that helps. We obviously don't know everything, but keep us updated on how things go. Praying that you find a therapist, or you find someone to talk to, because that is imperative. Like, you got to have somebody to talk to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have
to. Even after talking, you and your husband have good communication. Keep, make sure that communication is good and talk things. But it's okay to reach out to a therapist as well.
Yeah.
But definitely start there with your husband and
yeah, I say stick with it. Don't run.
2020 has been a year that has been really, a rough year for everybody, just in general, right? So if all these outside factors that have made it,
even worse,
even worse, and then so you just don't let 2020 be the year that that you walk away. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. It seems like you want to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Seems like that's what you want to be happy. But give it a shot.
Yeah. So Hopefully that was helpful. If any of you listening are watching it.
You watching it?
Are you watching it? If you are listening or watching and you have advice for Anonymous, feel free to leave that in the comments. What you think about the situation.
Absolutely.
If you guys have any dilemmas, situations, whatever it is that you would like to have our opinion on. We are not experts. All we can do is tell you how we think.
We'll opinionize it, okay?
Right. So feel free to send those in. You can email us at letsmakeoutpodcast@gmail.com with the hashtag #AskGabeandBabe, and we will get to that. I think that's all we got for today.
I think so. So we would love if you keep up with us on social. Let's Make Out Pod on Twitter. Let's Make Out Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube.
Yes.
So we just we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching. We
love y'all.
Love y'all, and we are excited to hopefully now soon be back in this house.
Hopefully.
Maybe one more episode in this hotel here. Okay?
Maybe one more, and that should be it. Okay.
That's right.
Should be it. So we love y'all, and we will talk to you next week.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.
All right. I feel like we set out to have a short episode, but
every time we go,
long.
It just doesn't work.
Anyway, thanks for watching,
thanks
guys.
for watching. Reagan's coming over here to grab.
You want to say goodbye?
You come say bye-bye.
To the
come over here, sweet baby.
Bye-bye.
Oh, come on up so they can see you.
So see you later.
See you later.
Say deuces.